very rational, as it were. So I haven't watched this completely. I'm watching it now for the first time. You'll be watching this with me if you haven't seen it in real time. So after this, we'll get into the little situation where apparently he called out Playing with Fire about the debate that they're potentially going to have for the 4th or 5th time that Alex has asked him to debate. And by the by, Donovan Sharp will talk about Destiny nonstop, but will not go on stream and talk with Destiny quote unquote face to face. Neither will Rollo Tomassi himself. So make it that what you will. But let's hear what Mr. Tomassi has to say.
Been known who Abba and Preach were, had that not gone down with those guys. But let me explain one other thing to you. Abba and Preach, before you start like mouthing off with bullshit like that, especially with people that I know, and again, I'm not defending Donovan. That's his house. He can go do you want. He's defending him. Go talk to Donovan. That's on him. Did he do it? Yeah, clearly. He talked to it. He talked about it. He's right. He took the hit for it. Way back when Anthony came at him back.
So the quick context is this: Donovan out of nowhere just decided to start going after Preach's wife. So it was pretty, he's saying like, oh, she's a fat ass, she's this, she's that. The funny thing is this: I'm 99% sure about this. Don't quote me 100%, but 99%. Is that the woman that he was saying is fat in this Sharp's what's her name? Preacher's wife isn't actually his wife. It's just some random female comedian he did a skit with a while ago. So the woman that he was accusing Preacher fucking wasn't actually the woman he's fucking. So this just shows you, like, sometimes these guys do like such bad research. Like they really, like, I don't know, for me it's like whenever I criticize someone or do like a hit piece, right? I'm like, I really want to make sure I get like everything lined up so I don't say something that's gonna come back and bite me in the ass. It just seems like sometimes these guys do like zero research. They just go off what some random person in chat tells them. And so yeah, I found that really, really fucking funny.
In 2020.
FYI, Rollo and Anthony Johnson also not friends anymore. They used to be once upon a time. Now Rollo just claims that everyone's in cahoots with 21 Studios or ADJ if they're against him or if he doesn't like them. So yeah.
That Abba and Preach clearly didn't know anything about, because they wouldn't have come up with this lame contrived video. And they even admit in the video that they got the information from Anthony. Could it be because he's paying you to do these attack piece videos?
Yeah.
All right, so this is the same exact thing that Rollo accused me of. So it seems there's a pattern here. Whenever anyone criticizes Rollo or his friend, he automatically assumes that they were paid by Anthony Johnson, which is, first of all, absurd, because obviously Abba and Preach has way more clout and status than Anthony Johnson. Not knocking on Anthony Johnson. I'm just saying, like, they're further along in their careers than him, at least when it comes to YouTube. Why would they need money from him? They're fucking probably multimillionaires. They get 500,000 views per video. They do a video every day. They're making insane money just from the ad revenue. And then combine that with all the money they're making from sponsor posts, and I don't even know what kind of business they have on the back end. Those guys are multimillionaires. They do not need to take $1,000 from Anthony Johnson to attack Donovan Trump. This is like the most absurd theory ever.
Here you go. There it is right there, straight off the bat. Yeah, okay. So because they're making a video about Donovan using some clips from 21 Studios' video, all of a sudden, ADJ is paying them to make these hit pieces. What a fucking hot take that is. What a mega hot take. I doubt ADJ even knows who Abba and Preach are, or at least if he does, I don't think he gives a shit about them. Seriously. Unbelievable, man. This dude literally just said, oh, they're referencing 21 Studios. Maybe it's because ADJ is paying them. Really? Let's go back again.
Video. And they even admit in the video that they got the information from Anthony. Could it be because he's paying you to do these attack piece videos? I can't wait for the one on me.
What a fucking idiot. That's just a dumb brain dead take. And this is coming from somebody who has praised his work in the past.
Yeah, this is fucking hilarious. This is the cringiest take ever. And I think Rollo's, if you're a fan of Rollo or not a fan of Rollo, I think his audience should hold him accountable for that. The fact that he's literally making the most baseless claims ever, and they're pretty severe claims. It's like, yo, you're like someone's henchman. You're like basically being paid off. It's questioning their integrity, right? It's not as severe as like a false rape accusation, but it's a pretty strong accusation. It's not just saying like, oh, I think this person's a poopy pants. It's like, yo, you're literally on someone else's payroll. Like, you have no integrity. And he's got zero evidence. And I know he's wrong about this because he made the same exact claim about me because I did a video criticizing him. He's like, oh, Anthony Johnson clearly paid Alex off. If you guys don't believe me, just go and check out my last video I did on Rollo where I show the evidence for that. But yeah, it's like the most insane fucking take. It's like, homie, I just think you're wrong. Like, what the fuck? Like, you think I need to like take $300 to do a video about you? I'm going to do that for free because your shit is like fucking off sometimes. Like, you can be a hypocrite. But yeah, this is like the cringiest take ever. Like, just the cringiest shit I've ever heard.
I might not see eye to eye with Rollo Tomassi today, but I still have his book, The Rational Male. I've read it a couple of times, maybe 3 times. Information in there is good to use. It is a guide. It's not a step-by-step how-to. It has information. You choose how you use it. Some may disagree. Some may think it's a piece of shit. Fair enough. Your opinion. For me, I think it still holds some value. But from that dude back then to the dude that he is now, look at the way he's talking. Someone says something bad about him or his friends, someone else is paying said person to make these hit pieces on us. Bro.
With old data. Hey, Rollo, he tried to dox 50 men. No, I didn't. And you know what's funny is the guys who were all at the cigar bar, they all tell you to go fuck off now. None of them want to work. And with the exception of Tanner Guzzi, every last person that was on there, no, you're a fraud. And
yeah, that's one thing I have to sort of agree with Rollo on. He did this piece, if you don't know, which is why Anthony Johnson does not work with Rollo Tomassi anymore, is because Rollo apparently brought in some feminist reporter from the New York Times and doxed the speakers of the 21 convention a few years ago.
Yeah, that is like an alleged claim. I haven't actually thoroughly researched that. Anthony Johnson has some like proof on his YouTube channel. I personally haven't gone through the proof, so I'm not going to comment on whether I think that's true or not. Again, I haven't gone through the evidence, so I'm not going to make any claims. But yeah, this is basically it. The rest of it is just repeating himself. This is from this guy Nixon Talks, or Nixon is his channel. He's been somewhat critical of me in the past, but I think overall his channel is solid, so I'd recommend you check it out. I would just take some of the stuff he says about me with a grain of salt. Well, I think he tries to be fair, and that's what matters. I don't think he's bad faith. I think he tries to be fair, and I think he has some interesting videos. So, yeah, I think it's a pretty cool channel. I recommend if you guys want to see the rest of this. But yeah, I just thought this was like the cringiest fucking take ever.